Greetings, friends. It's Joe with LM Endeavors Hydroponic and Solar Solutions, joedoessolar.com and orlandohydroponics.com. And today I'm here with Stacey Smith and Vonda Fields with Orlando Home Specialists with Charles Rutenburg Realty. And the reason I'm here with these two lovely ladies, these experts, these realtor experts, is I've been getting a lot of questions lately. What kind of impact does having a full whole house solar array have on my home from a lot of aspects? So don't hear from me. Let's ask the experts. So, Stacey, what guidance can you provide regarding the value that whole house solar may add to a home's appraised value?
So that is a great question for Central Florida for sure. Here in Orlando, it's obviously becoming increasingly popular for good reason. What I've found talking to appraisers is actually they need to be able to substantiate the increase in value in the area of the home. But in reality, a home anywhere between $300,000 and $400,000, solar system is going to increase the value by $15,000 to $20,000.
Great answer. Thank you. So, Vonda, what impact does whole house solar have on a home's marketability from both the seller's and the buyer's perspective?
Well, actually, it's going to have a positive effect on the seller and on the buyer. Mm-hmm. The seller, as Stacey said, is going to capture an increased price based on the appraisal for that solar system. So their solar system is going to get them more money than the house next door that doesn't have a solar system. The buyer is then going to get to recoup future either elimination of power bills or a reduction of power bills that neighbor is also not going to have in their monthly expenses. So really, it's a win-win scenario for a buyer and a seller.
Great feedback. Many solar loans are transferable to a new homeowner in the event the home is sold before the solar loan is paid in full. What advice do you have on the transferability of solar loan in case the loan is not paid off before one chooses to put their home on the market?
Well, actually, Joe, I've had the same scenario. I've dealt with this in my real estate career. So what we suggest is that with the increased value of that solar system, they build in whatever payoff they need to make the home appraise and to give that seller the home free of title and liens without that loan in place. So for example, if they owe an additional $5,000, they're going to recoup that in the sales price because the home is going to be valued, as Stacey said, $15,000 to $20,000 in that $300,000 to $400,000 price point. So basically, they pay that off through the proceeds at closing and then issue the buyer a clean title, free of liens. Stacey, do you want to address the seller's disclosures?
Yeah, so what I would like to say to people is to protect themselves. If there is just no way that's going to happen and this particular system is not going to be paid off at closing by the seller, the buyers need to know that up front. And so there is something called a seller's property disclosure that every seller has to fill out themselves from their realtor. We are very specific with our sellers. When we list a home, we actually print that for them so they're able to really look at the questions, think about them before they answer them. Most everything else is on computer these days. But with this seller's property disclosure, it tells about different things, and there's specific questions for the seller. If they cannot find in those questions anything about solar panels, I really suggest that they write out how much say the monthly cost is of the solar panel, and that will be transferred to the buyer. That's protecting themselves, because if the buyer doesn't know that up front, there's going to be a pushback at time for closing.
Anything else you ladies would like to add?
Call Joe Does Solar for your solar panel needs.
Well, thank you. And listen, not just thank you for me, but thank you for all the people that are being educated. The guidance that your expertise has provided is priceless. And look, if I'm looking for a realtor, these two ladies are going to be top on the list. Charles Rutenburg Realty, Stacey and Vonda, thank you very much for your time. I hope it helped. You guys take care.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Have a good day.